Welcome back to Vampire Vape, and in this video we're taking a look at the VOOPOO Argus G4. Now VOOPOO have brought us many impressive devices, but this one does something that gives it an edge over all other devices. First up, we can see from the box there's a clue to that special little something, and on the side of the box they share the headlines for this device. It has multi-core electrode tech, a liquid seal shield, giving you 30 days of clean pod activity. There's no leaking from this device. Also, you have a 1650 milliamp hour high density battery, going up to 35 watts max. And one thing we don't often cover, but we see it now with all devices, they have all the built-in safety covered with 8 safety protection points on this device. So with all of that said, let's get it out of the box. And there it is. I love this. A very clear quick start guide. Everything you need to know about how to control the device, and they even include a unboxing guide to help you even further. You just scan that with your phone. So let's put the device to one side and have a look at what comes out of the box. So we've got the device itself with a pod. We also have another spare pod, a lanyard, which we don't see so often now, but always nice to be included, and a USB-C to USB-A charge cable. We have the pod family compatibility guide, so listing of all the pods that are backward compatible for this device. And finally, there's some advice for maintenance on the device. So that's everything that's in the box. But with all of that said, let's put that to one side and take a look at the device itself. So this being the latest iteration of the Argus, we should take off that wrapper there. I have been using one of these devices and really enjoyed it, and I'll go into the reasons why. I think they'll become quite clear as we go from the top down. The main reason is these new pods that VOOPOO have developed. This one pod does something incredibly special that I think is the best innovation we have seen from pod devices. It offers 3 different resistances, so no more going out and getting lots of different pods to change your vaping experience. This one pod does a 0.4 resistance, a 0.7 and a 1 ohm, and I'll show you exactly how it does that in just a moment. The base gives us a kind of indication to the magic because you've got a couple of terminals there. So it is a switch of direction for this one. There you are. You can see the negative and the positive connections. You've got a couple of magnets and your airflow on the base. This one is side refill. You can see the arrow there just indicating how to open. We get our nail underneath, and there's plenty of room for a nib of your chosen e-liquid to go into that one. Nice big coil. Now these are 2mm pods in the UK and TPD regions, and there's obviously bigger varieties elsewhere. You can see the strength of the magnet as I kind of move the device, so it's a nice strong hold in that device, just snaps right in, so no worries about it dropping from the device. On the side of the device we've got our command button. On the back we have a slightly different version of adjustable airflow in as much as it runs across the device. I quite like it when we see this because if it runs up and down, when it goes back into your pocket you can move the airflow, whereas with this, even when it's in and out of your pocket, it tends to stay in position. So nice wide adjustable airflow on this one. You can obviously close it off or have it wide open depending on how you're choosing to vape. And that becomes very important when we're mixing the coil resistance. So we'll go through that in just a second. We've got a USB-C charge port on the side. Now this is 5 volt 2 amp fast charge, and it's charging, which is quite crazy, a 1650 milliamp hour battery. Now just look at the size of that device. So it's a kind of middle of the range. We're seeing about 2000 milliamps in the biggest sizes for pod devices now. So 1650, it kind of sits there just over the midway mark of what's achievable, but in this tiny form factor. So yes, USB-C on the base. We've got a nice wide base, no grippy pad, but it does stand quite well on the base itself. Branding is very subtle. You have the range, which is Argus placed there. We've got the logo, the infinity symbol there. And yeah, it's very, very simple. We've got VOOPOO there, the brand on the base on the back. And that is our kind of first look at the device as a whole. So we've covered the fact that there are these different pods available. I'm going to put this one to one side because I've actually been using this device already. So I'll just pop my pod inside. Remembering that on the packaging, there is a very simple guide. So literally straight out of the box, we do have this guide that tells us everything we need to know about the use of the device. It tells us that you can flip the cartridge 180 to adjust it from 0.7 to 1 ohm. That if you want to wake up the screen, it's just a simple one press. Or with a long press, it will show you tips. Press twice and you can adjust the power mode, which will go to 0.4. So you've got a 0.4, a 0.7 and a 1 ohm resistance. And 3 clicks will give you the ability to adjust your wattage, and 5 clicks takes you to the main menu where you can turn the device off, so it doesn't go automatically to off. So let's start with 5 clicks to turn the device on. Okay, so there is our display. So we turn it on and it's instantly offering us advice. Go from 0.7 to 1 ohm by rotating the pod. 2 clicks to adjust to a 0.4. So let's just have a look at that. So with our pod in the device, we are showing 1 ohm resistance. Let's turn it 180, place it back in, and I have a 0.7. And if I now press twice, I go to 0.4. So I have 3 options of the power. So a 0.4, just let's assume you know nothing about vaping, then a 0.4 is a very high power, a very cloudy type of vape, very much suited to a direct inhale, a lower nicotine liquid, because you're going to get lots of volume, lots of cloud production from that. When you go to a 0.7, that's the happy middle ground. It's still quite a thick amount of vapor, still suits a wider array of liquids from 70-30 to 50-50, kind of happier with a 50-50. And then when we flip the pod around, we have the 1 ohm, which is more restricted. Not so much in the cloud development, more of a discrete vape. And you can see the wattage adjusts just by us making those changes. So from 1 ohm to 0.4, I can just do 2 clicks and it will swap over, and all of a sudden it goes all the way up to 35 watts. And that's literally it. So by switching the pod around, we go from 0.7 to 1 ohm, and then with a double click, no matter which way the pod is, we can go down to 0.4. You can see on the display, we have a visual bar for the battery life, as well as a percentage readout, which is quite nice as a quick reference. You can also see the device is unlocked. We've got a little unlocked padlock there. Our resistance that we're currently on is 0.4, And across to the other side, you have the current puff count on the device. So how many puffs have been taken on this particular pod. And of course, you can reset that by going deeper into the menu. So 5 clicks is where everything exists on the menu here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there I can go to power off. I can go to themes, puff count, lock the device, or exit. So let's go to themes. A long press takes you into the option, and you can see that's the one I had, and I've got a couple of other user interfaces or themes that I can select. So let's try this one. There we go. So it's just a different visual experience of that information. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the menu. Puff count, which I can clear. So typically I do that when I change the pod, just to see how the performance is from the pod. We can lock the device or exit. So a very, very simple menu. As I mentioned, you've got a very good sized battery in this one at 1650 milliamp hours. That's certainly all day territory. So confident that with a 10ml bottle of liquid, you can go to complete your work day, come home, and you should be absolutely fine with that kind of size of battery. Obviously, when it's in the 0.4 resistance, which is that 2 clicks, you are going to go through the battery that little bit faster as the device is working harder, giving you more vapor production. The screen on this one is nice, big, visible screen. There's really no complaints here. It's a TFT colored display. You've got the 3 options of user interfaces with it, which again, really nice to have. And I think you'll find that this device suits regardless if you're looking for a mouth to lung style device or a direct inhale. It obviously goes all the way in between with restricted, as you've got that 0.7. So again, cloudy, but you can direct inhale. If you're looking for a lower nicotine, it's going to suit for that. The main plus side of this device, which rivals every other innovation that we've seen, is that you can buy one pod and it will perform all 3 resistances. So if you want to change your style of vaping or change your e-liquid, you only need this one pod. It will offer you the 0.4, 0.7 and 1 ohm resistance, all from that one pod that you buy. They are backward compatible, so the Argus connection is exactly the same as what we see previously from the Argus range. So you can use the older style pods. The benefit here is that these new coils, we're not having any issue with leaking, condensation. You can see inside the device, even after, 1100 puffs, no condensation. Yeah, so 1100 puffs. No condensation, still working absolutely brilliantly. That's what we've been looking forward to seeing, some real innovation in the technology that's being applied here for vaping devices. That has been our look at the latest device from VOOPOO. You're watching Vampire Vape, and I hope I see you in the next one.